Welcome to Mind Awakening TV, where we explore thought-provoking insights, expand your mind, and challenge the way you see the world. If you're ready to open your mind and unlock new perspectives, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and awaken the power within. Imagine standing at the base of a tall, mysterious ladder stretching high above you. The top is hidden among the clouds, representing your greatest goals and dreams. At first, the climb seems daunting, perhaps even impossible. But as you reach for the first rung, you realize something remarkable. This ladder is constructed from all your past experiences. Each rung is made up not of success, but of mistakes and lessons learned. This is the learning ladder, and it's the foundation of the growth mindset, the belief that abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. Every journey of progress, no matter how great, begins with a single step. Imagine a young artist, paintbrush in hand, yearning to create a masterpiece. Her first painting is far from perfect. Proportions are off, colors clash, and her frustration begins to build. But instead of giving in to discouragement, she remembers that each mistake offers an invaluable lesson. She studies her work. Where did the lines go astray? Which colors overwhelm the eye? With each little discovery, she climbs one rung higher on her learning ladder. This story unfolds in classrooms, sports fields, offices, and art studios around the world. The essence of a growth mindset is understanding that errors are not dead ends, but stepping stones. When a student receives a low score on a math test, it might sting, yet the grade alone is not the end of the story. By diving into the mistakes, understanding where they went wrong, and seeking to improve, that student takes the next step upward. Over time, what once seemed like insurmountable problems become solvable, and challenges become opportunities for growth. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, known today as one of the greatest inventors. Before he finally perfected the electric light bulb, Edison conducted thousands of experiments that failed. When asked by a reporter about these failures, Edison famously replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." For Edison, each failed experiment was not a reason to give up, but a crucial rung on his ladder of learning. Without those missteps, he never would have reached the top. The learning ladder is not built in a single day, nor is it built alone. In the process of growing, we find mentors, peers, and helpers who guide our hands as we reach for the next rung. Parents encourage their children to try instruments, sports, and new hobbies, not because they expect immediate perfection, but because they know true growth comes from effortful practice. Coaches point out where improvement is needed, teachers mark errors with red ink, and friends offer honest feedback. Each comment, correction, and suggestion gives us material to construct yet another rung. Adopting a growth mindset transforms challenges and setbacks into opportunities. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," the growth mindset whispers, "I can't do this yet." The addition of that single word, "yet," opens the door to possibility. It reminds us that ability is not fixed, and intelligence is not set in stone. Just as a muscle grows stronger with exercise, our abilities expand with persistence and effort. Yet, the process is not without its difficulties. There are times when the climb feels tiresome, when progress seems slow, and the top of the ladder remains hidden. In those moments, it's easy to be tempted by the idea that some people are just naturally talented, or that failure is a sign to turn back. But a closer look at those who have achieved remarkable things, athletes, scientists, musicians, leaders, reveals that setbacks were merely a part of their journey, not the end. Neuroscience offers compelling evidence for the power of a growth mindset. Research shows that our brains are more malleable than once thought. When we practice a new skill, whether it's playing piano, learning a language, or solving math puzzles, we create new connections in our brain. Each attempt, even if imperfect, lays down another neural pathway. Over time, repeated effort strengthens these connections, making previously difficult tasks easier and more intuitive. To truly embrace the learning ladder, it helps to reframe our relationship with mistakes. Imagine them not as failures, but as precious clues, evidence that you are stretching beyond your comfort zone, daring to try something new. Each misstep is proof of effort and curiosity. It is in these moments, uncomfortable though they may be, that real growth happens. Next time you find yourself frustrated by a setback, take a deep breath and remember your learning ladder. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Which rung does this mistake add to my climb? By shifting your focus from regret to reflection, you immediately move forward, equipped with new knowledge and resilience. The journey up the learning ladder is different for every person. Some are steady climbers, others are sprinters, and many move at their own unique pace. What matters is not the speed of the ascent, but the commitment to keep climbing, even when progress feels slow. Celebrate each moment of improvement, no matter how small. Each time you master a new skill, solve a tricky problem, or bounce back after a tough defeat, you add another sturdy step to your ladder. And as you climb, you might discover that the view from each new height brings fresh perspectives. You see the mistakes not as marks of failure, but as monuments to perseverance. You appreciate the journey, and perhaps most importantly, you learn to trust the process. A growth mindset is not something you have or don't have. It's a continual choice. It is deciding, day after day, to see effort as the path to mastery and challenges as invitations to grow. The next time you're tempted to avoid a difficult task, remember, each stretch into the unknown is an invitation to start building your ladder, one lesson at a time. As you continue on your personal journey, remember that the most successful climbers are not those who never stumble, but those who use each stumble as an opportunity to build another step. The top of the ladder may remain a mystery, but the true reward lies in the climb itself. With effort, reflection, and perseverance, the sky is truly the limit. So, grab hold of your next mistake, celebrate it, learn from it, and take that next step upward. Growth begins with effort, and every rung of the learning ladder brings you closer to the person you are meant to be. Thank you for watching this episode of Mind Awakening TV. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an awakening moment. Leave your thoughts in the comments and let's continue the conversation. Stay curious and keep expanding your mind.